What are all these focus modes on your camera, and when would you use them? So every camera has an ability to allow you to change the focus based on the kind of subject that you're shooting. Fundamentally, whether they're static or whether they're moving, particularly towards you or away from you. So if you have a look here, I have an AFA, an AFS, an AFC, an MF, manual focus. So what are they actually doing? What are they telling us? And in fact, why are they called something different on my camera, which is a different brand? Well, let me explain. So the focus modes are basically there to be able to help you autofocus in a particular way. So the standard is AFS. That's autofocus single, and that's basically where you focus, lock focus, recompose, and shoot. So it's for subjects that are static. Now, if the subjects are moving, what you can do is you can actually take your finger and press to focus, let go. If they move, press the focus, let go, press. But that's rather burdensome. It's rather slow. But nonetheless, that's the standard there, and it locks that focus. In fact, you would say it's locked on the subject. It's not. It's locked on the distance between you and the subject. And if the distance changes, then you have to either let go and do it again, or if you fire, then your shot may be out of focus. The next option is AFA. This is in the middle often between the two main options that people would be using. And essentially what this is, it's an autofocus, basically the same way as I described a little earlier. It's autofocus where I would focus, hear the beep, then I would recompose the camera. Now, if I'm locked, so let me show you that. So if I've gone and I've locked the focus, what AFA is attempting to do is attempting to kick over to continuous focus, which I'll talk about in a second. And there's a bit of a lag there. Newer cameras are faster, older cameras very slow. So if you were continually shooting from a standing to a moving position, those first couple of shots may not be in focus. Now, the final one, and that's mainly used in sports photography, it's used often in wildlife photography, it's continuous autofocus, AFC. AF, continuous. Other manufacturers may call it AI servo. It's doing the same thing. And there's also a back button focusing, which I'll cover in another video, that would actually work very well for this. So what this basically is, this is where you would focus on a subject, and to activate that, you need to keep your finger pressed halfway down all the time. So you're going to lock onto the subject, and you would need a certain focus point set there maybe to help, and I'll explain in another video all about that. But basically you would let go, and then you would lock focus, and then as the subject's moving, you keep your finger down, and as the subject moves towards you or away from you, the camera is trying to refocus on where that works. So that's what all the focus modes are on your camera. That's when you would use them. So static for single shot, continuous where the subject, particularly coming towards you and away from you, is constantly changing, that distance is changing, then that's continuous focus. So as always, if you have any questions, just pop them in the comments.